Welcome back to Let's Play Neverwinter Nights 2 Mask of the Betrayer. This is Big Los, and we're going to do some crafting in this episode. We're in Mulsatier right now. We did some shopping. We went to the Shadow Plane into the Death God's Vault and got some more Spirit Essences.
Yes.
So now we have 10 pristine Spirit Essences, and then we're going to do just a little bit of crafting with this enchanted satchel. So mainly I'm going to be crafting items for the captain. So I'm going to take this Cloak of the Black Flame. You know what? Nah, I think we'll do the Shroud of the Elder Doom instead. Yeah, because it has Finger of Death, so the captain will be able to cast that twice per day, and he'll be immune to death magic. The other one will only make him immune to ability and level drain. So let's put 2 Spirit Essences into the satchel with the Shroud of the Elder Doom. And then let's do Malleate Spirit on the satchel. And I guess we'll just keep calling it the same name. Now we could actually have put 3 in there, but we only have 10 essences, 10 pristine essences. And we would not have gained very much more than the Charisma plus 8 that we just put on. So now this is almost just like the Nymph Cloak plus 8. Except now it has Finger of Death twice per day and immunity to death magic. So,
yes.
Pretty valuable. So let's, you know what, let's put some regular essences in here. I think we're gonna do, let's do 2 pristine Spirit Essences, because I wasn't able to get Sophia or any of my other characters up to level 30 to be able to craft with 3 essences. 3 pristine essences, I should say. So we'll just use 2 and cast Tortoise Shell on it. And I guess we'll still keep calling it this. But now we have added a +7 AC deflection bonus. Now, if Gann was level 30, he'd be able to put a +8 bonus, but
I believe so.
He's only level 27, and I'm not really sure where all that extra experience is going to come from. So we'll just leave it at that. And if the captain used 3 pristine essences, he would have actually been able to put +9 charisma bonus on it. But his ability modifier would not have changed whether it was +8 or +9, because you have to have it on an even number, the absolute number, for it to get an ability score increase. So right now the captain is wearing the Likely Amulet, which gives +5 to AC, +6 to Con, +6 to Wisdom. But instead we're going to take this Eldritch Charm, which only Warlocks can use, which means only the captain can really use it. We're going to put these 2 pristine essences and then cast Malleate Spirit on it. And I guess we'll just keep calling it this. And now this item has a +8 to Wisdom. So it'll actually increase the captain's Wisdom even more than the Likely Amulet that he's wearing now. But we're not done. The reason that I chose the Eldritch Charm is that we're able to add 2 more essences, or not essences, 2 more powers to it, because we're epic level. You can have a total of 4 powers on any item. So let's cast Superior Resistance on it with 2 pristine power essences, and we'll just keep calling it the same thing. And now it increases all of your saves by 6 points. So that's actually a very good item to use.
Step with me. Come on.
So we'll give it back to the
Follow
captain. And we'll put it on, and his Wisdom will go up to 20. But now his Con drops to 2, and we'll fix that pretty soon. And all of his saves increased by 6 points.
Yes.
So why don't we give the likely amulet to Kaylin. She'll be losing some lower level spells, but then she'll be gaining more spells at higher levels, because the amulet that she had only gave bonus spells for, I think, levels 3, 2, 1, and 0, but having this item actually will give her bonus spells level 9, level 7, level 6, so it's actually, I think it balances out, and it increases the DCs for saves against her spells. So I guess we'll do Etherealness. That works for the entire party. Let's see, do we want to do... Actually, we only need to do 1 spell mantle. We don't need to do 2. I guess we'll just do Greater Restorations. You can never really have too many of those. Now for level 6. What does this one do? No, we don't need that. Death to death, maybe. How about mass bull's strength or mass bear's endurance? Yeah, we'll do mass that. Bear's endurance. Okay, and we get another level 5 spell. So what should we do? I mean, we could do a Raise Dead if we really wanted to. Not as good as Resurrection. I guess, no, we don't want to do Wall of Dispel Magic. No, see, this is the point where the spells really start being not as good as the higher level ones. Maybe we'll just do a Flame Strike. And then we got bonus spells in levels 1, 2, and 3, so it does balance out changing the amulet. So what are we gonna pick for level 3? I guess we'll do Remove Blindness, Deafness, because that can get annoying. And then we'll do Silence for level 2, and then what does this do? Resistance on saving throws? No, I think we'll just do Shield of Faith. Okay. Now she's gonna have to rest up before she gets the benefits of those
Well,
spells.
now, what do you want?
So why don't we enchant something else on the captain? Now, we got this Noble's Tunic, but I don't think it looks as good as the Noble's outfit. So I think we're just going to enchant the Noble's outfit. I mean, I could be wrong. Let me see if I can find it. Where did it go? It's probably not on this page, huh? Nope, that's the same thing. How about we sort everything? Alright, there it is. See, I think this looks better than the tunic, the Noble's outfit. And then we got these Boots of the Sun Soul +5. We bought those from one of the witches up top, where the 3 witches are hanging out. So let's put the Noble outfit in here. And the Noble outfit doesn't provide any sort of bonus at all. The only thing it provides, really, is that it has no maximum dex, just like the Dread Wraps. So let's do Malleate Spirit with 2 pristine essences. I guess we'll change the name to Savaho's outfit, because that's what it is now. It's going to be his outfit. Now, the 2 pristine essences, it doesn't give you, well, pristine spirit essences, it does not give you an AC bonus, but it does give you spell resistance 26. Now, if you use 3, it would give you spell resistance 28. But I think we're doing okay for having it at 26 for right now. And if you have the Sword of Gith, you already have spell resistance 24, and those don't stack. So if we put 2 pristine power essences in there, and then we cast Stone Skin on the satchel, then we're going to confer an AC bonus onto it. So we'll just call it the same thing, and now it gives you a +7 bonus. So it's not as high as the Dread Wraps, but it's still pretty good. And now we're gonna put these pristine fire essences, only 2 because Sophia is only level 29, not level 30. And then we're gonna cast Detection from Energy, and that confers +7 regeneration. And regeneration does stack with other things that give regeneration.
I believe so.
So, we're gonna put this thing on. Where did it go? I lost it again. Okay, so the captain has spell resistance 0 right now. And now it goes up to 26 because we're not wielding these sort of Gith. And his AC goes up to 51, so it's pretty good. Now we got these Boots of the Sun Soul +5, which gives a +5 AC dodge bonus and +30 dex, but we're not too concerned about the dex bonus. We want to put a con bonus onto these things. So let's put these into the satchel. Sophia has the satchel still. Let's open it up and let's see. There it is. Now let's put 2 power essences in there for right now. And this won't add a constitution bonus, but it will add another type of bonus. So now let's check these out. Now we have +8 to our reflex saves. And remember, saves stack no matter what is conferring them.
Come on. Follow
so now these Boots of the Sun Soul +5 also give you +8 to reflex saves. And then if we put 2 spirit essences into the satchel with them, and then we cast Malleate Spirit on the satchel, we're going to give these boots a constitution bonus. So let's call these, I guess we'll call these Savajo's boots because these are going to be his boots. They're a very unique item. Oh yeah, off camera I sold the Fiery Void just to see what price it would fetch, and it sold for over 2 million gold pieces, but I didn't have that, so I had to reload a save to get it back. I just wanted to see how much it would sell for. So if we put these on, we have now +8 to our con, and our hit points go up to 440. Well, that's better than having a con penalty with the Dread Wraps. So now, let's check out these Gloves of the Long Death +5. We're going to enchant these now. We want to put a dex bonus on these things. Come this way. Now, we also have the Grips of Gond, but the Grips of Gond have 4 crafts on them. So I'm thinking we won't be able to add any sort of bonus to them, but let's try it anyway. Because I would like to have the captain have something that gives, you know, a lot of different skill bonuses to it. See, it says item cannot be further enchanted, so we're not going to be able to use that. So instead, we're just going to use these Gloves of the Long Death +5, which gives +5 attack and does 1d6 cold damage if you attack barehanded. And then if we cast Malleate Spirit on them, I guess we'll call these Savajo's Gloves. Now they will also give a +8 dexterity bonus. Yep, there it is. Now you can't enchant bracers the same way for some reason. So if you have bracers that you wanted to enchant, it won't work. I don't know why that is. Okay, we'll put the Shroud of the Elder Doom there, just in case we want to cast Finger of Death. So we're doing pretty good for right now. The Heart of Rashomon. Okay, that's what's giving the captain haste whenever it wears off everyone else. Now I'm wondering why it would wear off everybody else if it's persistent. It's supposed to last for 24 hours. So the last thing that we're going to enchant for the captain is going to be this Headband of Intellect +8. And if you take it off, you can actually see the noble's outfit has this weird-looking cap with a feather in it that you don't see if the captain has the headband of intellect on right now, but guess we'll just
Yes.
give it to Sophia, the Enchantress Satchel, because it already has +8 intelligence, so I guess we will just add some pristine power essences to it. And we'll cast Owl's Wisdom.
Light.
And instead of calling it the Headband of Intellect +8, why don't we call it Savajo's Crown? Because it does kind of look like a crown instead of a headband. Okay. And if we check this thing out, now it improves will saves by 8, which is what the captain needs.
Well now, what do you want?
So let's check out his will saves once we put this thing back on. See, will saves went up to 37. So that's pretty good.
Yes?
It's not as high as the reflex saves, but it's okay. And now why don't we do the same thing with Sophia's Crown, because I did buy her a Headband of Intellect +8 from the Pit Fiends. Seems to be working out a lot better than the Lich Skull. Although I will have to put her spells back on. So let's put 2 pristine power essences, and we'll be left with 1 pristine power essence, which I won't want to use. And then let's cast Owl's Wisdom on it. And since Sophia's going to be wearing this, I guess we'll call it Sophia's Crown. Yep. Unfortunately, since we did de-equip it, we will have to rest up and... or first put new spells into Sophia's memorized spell list and then rest up. Now, I did this before, but I guess we'll just have to do it again. Yeah, maybe we'll do it later. Now, we have all these pristine fire essences, and they don't really give good bonuses unless you put them on weapons. Like, if you put...
I
think
believe
if
so.
it's 3 pristine fire essences in with the weapon, then you get like 5d6 worth of fire damage. So that's pretty good. Although my characters, they're really not going to be using melee weapons too much anymore. I might do it off camera, but I want my characters to be using bows and arrows or crossbows. So let's go on out here, and then we're going to talk to Oku once more, because he does have new dialogue. And some more chances to gain influence with him. After we have talked with the founder. So let's go over here and see what he has to say.
These grasses are soft, little one, but no fitting bed for a god of bears. I would sooner walk at your side and sup on the flesh of your foes.
Very well. Let's continue our travels.
Only if one of these others stays behind. Else I am like to mistake one of them for meat.
Kaylin, wait for me back at the Vale, will you?
Very well. I can find my own way back, and I shall await you there until you have need of me again.
Good. I am rarely opposed to a nap, but this one has gone long enough.
Okay, and Oku
Yes.
gained several levels. Let's see, now he's a level 23 fighter. Did you gain any good feats? Overwhelming critical. I'm not really sure what type of bonus that gives. And you got 5 attacks. Okay,
I believe so.
let's talk to you again. Oops. No, I wanted to take my weapons off so they won't be in the way while we talk to you.
I believe so.
Okay.
So the gods of men unleashed this hunger upon Rashomon to punish one man? The two-legged gods have a twisted sense of justice, or perhaps it's humor. I hope that when this curse is put to rest, whatever remains of Akachi can find peace.
Akachi's punishment far outweighed his crime. Merkel's actions are unforgivable.
I am inclined to agree with you, little one. When the punishment harms not just the criminal, but all the lands of Rashomon, it is no longer just. I grow restless. Let us continue. We are close to the end of our hunt.
I agree. Oh wait, I had some questions.
Yes?
Never mind. You don't have anything else interesting to say, so why don't we go back in to Mulcitir and then we'll pick up Kaylin. We don't really need Oku. The captain duplicates Oku's function as a tank. And he does it a lot better, I feel. So we'll just go back in here, we'll grab Kaylin, and then we will go to the Shadow Plane. And we will get our spirit energy back up because it's down to 63 right now. So let's get it back up to 100%. And then we'll be ready to enter the Dead God's Vault. So I guess I'll see you here in a few minutes. And welcome back. Okay, so we got our
To
spirit
me,
energy back
my
up
allies,
to
I shall
100%.
lead.
And we did get some more essences. So why don't we
Come this way.
enchant the likely amulet and the armor that Kaylin is wearing. So let's put this breastplate of hidden Imaskar in there. And then we'll put 2 pristine fire essences. Because we sure have an abundance of those things. And then we'll do protection from energy on it. And we'll call it the same thing. And now it has +7 regeneration, just like Safaho's outfit. And now let's put the amulet in there with 2 pristine power essences. And we will cast Superior Resistance. And that should give a bonus to the saves. Yeah, it gives +6 bonus to saves, so it gives +6 bonus to lots of things, huh? Wisdom, con, all saves. So let's give all these back to Kaylin and she'll put them
Yes.
back on. There you go. And let's see. So her saves go up quite a bit when we put that on, and then we put the armor back on. And I would have actually liked to give her something that had a maximum dex of +6, but I guess it's not meant to be. And since we did take the amulet off and put it back on, we're gonna have to put in the memorized spells that we put on earlier because they got taken away, unfortunately. But I just had the idea to enchant it while we were getting some more essences and building our spirit energy back up. Another thing, if you rest down here on the lower level in the Death God's Vault, there's an increased chance that you will have a random encounter if you try to rest. And the random encounter will be like 2
Yes.
Shadows of the Void, 2 Death Lords, or 2 Vampire Agents, which gives lots
I
of
believe
spirit
so.
essences. So I would highly recommend that. And I would also recommend using, like, Big B's Clench Fist or something like that to hold one of them while you're waiting for the cooldown period to expire. That way, if you have, like, 2 Vampire Agents, you can actually get 4 spirit essences out of that random encounter. So, here we are by the Betrayer's Gate. So let us try to open it up. You approach the gate and the presence shifts within you, as before, a surge of anticipation and perhaps recognition. The keyhole is the same as on the first door, a thin vertical opening crafted to fit a sword. So let's insert the Sword of Gith into the keyhole. And there it is, it's open, and we get kind of a weird prism effect, or some weird type of optics. So let's go on in.
This is the gate that was the threshold of the First Crusade. Beyond lies the Fugue Plain and the City of Judgment, Kelemvor's domain.
Are you committed to this, then?
Gann, you have followed me this far. You do not need to risk more for my sake.
We are only facing death itself, possibly followed by a soul-dissolving oblivion. No, that seems a small thing to risk for you. I am with you until the end, Spirit Eater.
Well, thank you.
I hope the one who lies in the wall is worth it. I think I like you better than the one we go to save.
What do you mean?
There is a certain purity in what you are. And if you hunger, at least such hunger is honest. At one time, long ago when I was the dreamer in his cell in Mulsantir, I did not believe that another would offer themselves up to save me. It is easy to forget such kindnesses when walking these lands. Now I find myself in the unfortunate place of being tempted to offer myself up to save you. A strange turn in the road, I think, but an important one. Whether you are a Kachi who hungers eternal, or a wayward hero from the West, you are more to me. You are nature itself, a storm, a spirit whirlpool into which one may be lost if one is not careful. And you are a thing which I think the gods themselves must bargain with, if they are to maintain their grip on their worshippers.
Thanks for standing by me.
Yes, well, perhaps we can speak more later, assuming there is a later for us.
I can only speculate as to what awaits on the other side of this gate, but we may step into danger, and this may be our last chance to speak freely. When we first met, it was because I promised my mother I'd look after you. Now, that promise is irrelevant. I'm with you because I want to be here, at your side.
It's been good to travel with you, too.
I suppose I danced around the issue. I'll say it plainly. I care for you more dearly than anyone I've ever known. There. That was easy to say. Whether or not you feel the same way, I'll step through the gate and fight by your side until the very end. But I can't venture toward death without first knowing, one way or the other, how you feel about me.
Well, you're not Quora, but I love you, Sophia. Sure. Why would I be in love with a bald freak like you? Haha. Nah.
Then my feelings have not been in vain. When I first met you, I was drawn to you. I used the excuse of following my mother's orders, but traveling with you has been its own reward. I will stay by your side, I promise you, whether our road leads us to a quick death or the end of your curse, and a life together beyond.
You and Sophia have declared your love for one another, and you have both been granted the romance feat Sophia's love. Your resistance to hostile spells will be improved, as will your wisdom score. These benefits are permanent, even if Sophia is slain.
Come, my love. Our future awaits us, on the other side of this gate.
The Betrayer's Gate gapes open, leading to the City of Judgment in the Fugue Plain. Once you enter, it is unlikely you will be able to return.
Alright, let's stay here for a second. And will we be able to tear Akachi's soul from the wall and give him rest? Find out next time. This is Big Los signing off. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. And Tenga un buen dia.